Welcome, my friends, to the Matthew Street channel. I am your host, Matthew Street, and as always, I really appreciate you being here. And folks, can you believe it? 2 videos in 2 days. Wow. And I haven't posted a video in almost 2.5 weeks or whatever it's been. Anyway, folks, so happy to be here. And I think I have a fun one, which will get you thinking, maybe get you commenting. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. But folks, the next BEATLES Deluxe release is coming. I have information about it. Well, it's not official information from Apple or the Beatles that there's an official release coming soon, but this is the Matt Street opinion and version of what the next BEATLES Super Deluxe release should be, okay? Now, this has been a great series. We were blessed back in 2017 to receive the first one, the granddaddy of them all, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. 2017 release, and wow, what a release it was, or is, I should say. Beautiful, fantastic. And when this came out, we were just praying, hoping that this wasn't a one-off for the 50th anniversary of Sgt. Pepper. We were hoping that the Beatles would keep releasing their albums in this format, large deluxe sets with vinyl, with multiple CDs, with extras, alternate cuts, rarities, alternate takes. And folks, we were not disappointed. The skepticism was erased, disappeared, when a year later, in 2018, we received this gem, the White Album Super Deluxe set. CD, vinyl, everything, every kind of format you can imagine, extra little products and goodies. And in my book, that one didn't disappoint. I love that one. First 2 were knocked out of the park. I give both of them an A. Now, the next one came out in 2019, was, as expected, Abbey Road. Now, this one kind of disappointed me a little bit, not too much. I still love it. I think it's fabulous. Happy to have it. There's all the contents of it. Great release, but it was a little bit, when you compare it to the White Album release and the packaging of the Sgt. Pepper release, this was a little bit underwhelming, but still happy to have it. I wish they had put a little more effort into this one as they did with the first 2, but still grateful to have a Super Deluxe Beatles Abbey Road 2019. And then, of course, COVID hit. So in 2020, we did not get the Let It Be Super Deluxe set at that time. We had to wait. But we were not disappointed, folks, because along with the Peter Jackson refurbished film of the Let It Be footage, 56, 60-something hours, we got the beautiful Get Back film. Can't beat it. We've talked about that. But along with that, we did get the Let It Be 6-disc edition, vinyl. It's beautiful. Here it is in 2021, and folks, it did not disappoint. Yeah, a year late, but so what? We had no control over what happened around the world, but we did finally get this one, and it is a great one. So again, I give Abbey Road a B+. The first 2 an A. I also give this one an A. They did it again. Great release. So that got me thinking recently, folks. I said, 2017 Pepper, 2018 White Album, 2019 Abbey Road, 2021 Let It Be. What's next? What could be coming? Should we work? And I don't know if you've had these same thoughts I have. I'm just thinking out loud here. Should we go forward, start at the beginning now that we've got those last 4 Beatles releases out there? Should we start at the beginning now and go forward? Or should we start at the album right before Sgt. Pepper and start working backwards? Or should we do more of a random, let's hop around a little bit, different years, different albums? I started thinking about it. So I said, okay, let's talk about if we start going backwards, right? So that would be starting with Revolver, which was the album preceding Sgt. Pepper. So I started giving some thought to it, and I said, okay, so if they go with Revolver next, how would that go? Well, it's a 4-track recording, and they were able to do multiple layering and such, similar to what they did on Sgt. Pepper with this one. So this one's very sonically it's right up there with Pepper and some of the later albums, even though we kind of consider this one middle period Beatles. So sonically, maybe a little better. The sound is certainly crisp and clear. Very nice sound to this. Considered one of their best albums ever by many. All right, despite how people love the last four, Pepper, White Album, Abbey Road, Let It Be. This one is always right up there with Beatle fans. And I know for me, it's always gone back and forth between 1 and 2, between this and Rubber Soul for me. So to get this for me as the next deluxe archive release, or a Beatles release, would be phenomenal because I love this album. Many people do. A lot of people consider this their greatest triumph. Very diverse album, too, starting before Pepper going backwards. You get a lot more diversity on this than you're getting in that first album. Lots of alternative takes that we've probably never heard come from this album and its sessions. And also, this is an album that's popular with casual fans. Yeah, the hardcore people like us, we love this. But casual fans love songs like Eleanor Rigby, Yellow Submarine, Here, There, and Everywhere is popular. Even a song like Got to Get You Into My Life, which was released as a single in 1976. A lot of that people are very into that song. So there's a lot of songs on here that even the casual Beatle listener have heard before. They have heard them on greatest hits packages like the One album and whatnot, and the earlier greatest hits album. So this has a lot of stuff on it that casual fans and hardcore fans would truly love. And I start to think also that probably the hardcore fans like you and I would probably want this one next, more so than the first album. So I had to give a little check mark to that one. But also then I started thinking, well, what about working forward? Why don't we start at the beginning with Please Please Me next? Okay, we did, we went from Pepper on the 50th all the way out to as recent as Let It Be. Why start with Revolver and work backwards? Maybe we should start at the beginning. Let's start with Please Please Me and go from there and then go in succession. What do you think about that? Well, some of the things you got to think about with this one are it's a 2-track recording, so it's very limited in how much layering they were able to do on the recording of this album. It's pretty raw and rocking Beatles, primal Beatles, as it were. It's the first album. And also you have to think, by the time this comes out, either later this year or in 2023, what are we hitting? A milestone. It'll be 60 years old coming up very soon. So that's an anniversary to think about, making this the next in the deluxe releases of the Beatles. Well, what else should we do? Well, you got limited takes on it, though. That's the other thing I started thinking about, the takes. How many takes extra in the vaults that we could get to really flesh this out with another 2 or 3 discs? Is there really that much material? I know many of us who have unofficial fan club only releases, we've heard a lot of that material before, and we have it, but is it enough? Is it enough of interest to bring in the hardcore fans, and it will sound cool enough to bring in the casual fans to that extra material that they have? And it's very limited. So I started thinking, well, maybe they can utilize some of the BBC stuff, the BBC versions of some of these songs as the extras. Yeah, maybe. But then again, we've got 2 complete full volumes of BBC material out there already officially. So how much BBC material do they have that could be something different for us? Something new, something fresh? I don't know. They could take some live stuff, try to clean up some live tapes and things of these recordings and give us some live versions of these songs on an extra disc or so. But how much is available? How much do they have? How extensive would it be? Would it be enough to pique the interest of the hardcore fans and a casual listener who's putting these things on? I don't know. So I started to think about that a little bit too. And I said, yeah, we could start at the beginning. We could start where we left off and go backwards. So I said, what's my verdict? What do I think? What do you think? Where should we start on this? Well, in a perfect world, should they have started this whole shebang long before 2017 and started at the beginning and worked their way up to 2017 back in 2013 or 2012, releasing this one and then moving up. You know, we could dream about that, but it didn't happen. So we don't have that to think about. Casual fans, would they have, well, yeah, casual fans might have passed on that. If you started with this one, how many people would have gotten behind the whole program? And to start with Sgt. Pepper was probably the best move. It was the album that has the most notoriety to hardcore fans, to casual fans, to new fans, old fans. So that was probably a smart move to start with Pepper on the 50th anniversary in 2017. So I guess they did the right thing there. And let's face it, the later period Beatles are more popular with casual fans and many hardcore fans too. But certainly casual fans that I've talked to, whenever I ask them, well, what's your favorite period of the Beatles? Oh, I like the later period, you know, the stuff on the Blue album, you know, they always say is the stuff that they really gravitate towards. But with the rest, I've thought about it, folks. I'm going to go with Revolver, okay? This is what I'm going to say is my pick. I think Revolver is the best option. It's very close to the later period Beatles. It's it's the last bastion right at the end of the middle period Beatles, but it's right there close to that late period Beatles period. It's very familiar to casual fans. Obviously, hardcore fans love it, like us, but the casuals like this as well. It's a more accessible album than this one. Even though we love this one, folks, this is accessible to people. People can get into this one, even if they're not the biggest Beatle fan in the world or they're just a casual music listener, because this album is timeless. Timeless album. It's just wonderful, wonderful. So the winner for me is Revolver. I am hoping that this is the next Beatles Deluxe release. Super Deluxe, vinyl, CD, all formats. I am hoping this is the one coming soon, folks. Either sometime, probably not this year. It's probably too late to get it out by the end of this year. But I'm hoping next year we get another in the Deluxe Beatles series. And I'm hoping it's Revolver. I really think this could be the one. And you know what? Maybe they could do with these earlier ones like they did back when the CDs first came out in the 80s. Release them in bundles. That might draw a more attention and more attraction to these. Like do like a joint release at the same time of Please Please Me and with the Beatles together in one package. Do a release of Hard Day's Night and Beatles for Sale together on the same date. Both deluxe packages come out together. That might draw more people in all at once rather than just releasing this by itself or with the Beatles by itself. Hardcore fans would be all over it no matter what they do. But to get maximum push, casuals and hardcores, you might want to do the bundle system, as I said. But this, I think, and Rubber Soul could be standalone. I really think if they do this on its own with a Super Deluxe, it'll do just fine. And I also believe that for Rubber Soul. Maybe Help. We'll have to talk about that one. But definitely this one and Rubber Soul. So that's my take, folks. I really hope Revolver is the next in the Super Deluxe Beatles releases. What do you all think? Am I off my gourd here? Am I crazy? Am I making any sense? Let me know. Love you all. Take care. I'm so happy I could be back 2 days in a row. I appreciate you being here. And thanks for watching, folks. It means a lot to me. It's really a boost. I appreciate it. Love you. Bye-bye.